Hi, I'm Amanda Carmine. I'm a mental health practitioner, and I want to talk about maintaining your emotional health, your mental health during this time that we all are in right now. Um, what I want to say first and foremost is that it's okay to be anxious. It's okay to be upset, frustrated, confused, angry, even. Uh, but what we need to do is we need to find a way to manage your emotions so that when you're high emotion, it doesn't leave much room for logic. So, what we want to try to do is have it so that you're actually living and not just existing right now. We're social creatures, as humans, we're social creatures. I know some of us a little bit more introverted than others, and that's okay. But by nature, we're very social. So this social distancing can definitely put up some walls in terms of that interaction and lead to some depression. So this is a time where you want to connect. This is a time where you want to reach out to friends, reach out to loved ones, even if it is by means of maybe video or it's by phone. You still want to connect. And it's also good to feel connected. So this is a time where you want to check on people and say, hey, just checking on you, just seeing how you're doing. Want to make sure that you're good. I really also think that it's helpful to focus on what's positive. Look at maybe doing a daily list of gratitude. So daily gratitude list where you take into account all the things that you do have. If you're able to eat right now, that's great. If you're able to have your basic needs met, if you're able to have some things that still keep you, alive, I mean, this is a time for perspective. This is a time to self-reflect on what's important in your life, what's really important in your life. Again, I talk about living versus just existing. A lot of times what we do is we put so much emphasis on things that we have versus the things that we need. So this is a good time to really be introspective and think about where your heart is, where your heart truly is. And I think, I think by connecting with others, like I said, you can do it online. If you can't, we can't meet face to face. If you have a pet, that's a great stress relief right now. Because again, we're trying to reduce the emotion so we can think more logically and not be in a state of panic. And that helps our immunity. That helps our immunity when we're not in a state of panic and we think that there's an immediate threat in our current situation in our homes. So I think it's important to do that. I think it's important to talk about if you're stressed. Reach out to someone. It's not just reaching out to someone. It's reaching out, not just reaching out to see if they're okay. It's reaching out yourself. It's being proactive. It's okay to say that you're not okay right now. It's okay to say that you're worried. It's okay to say that you're anxious. And I would really limit how much time you're exposed to the news. I would really limit the time that you are occupied, your mind is occupied with what's going on. Again, it's living versus existing. I think it's important to stay prepared and educated, but if you're constantly watching the news, if you're constantly consumed with the situation, that's not good for your body. It's not good for your mind. Your body follows in suit. So I would really try as hard as you can to do that self-care and watch what you're exposing yourself to. It's a great time for conversations. It's a great time for, family time, and just really taking this time for self-development as well. So instead of looking at the situation like it being something that's controlling you, because I know I don't like to be controlled, and I have anxiety myself, so I like to, try to stay 10 steps ahead, but in this situation, this is the circumstances we're in, and I would just try to maybe focus on just looking at this as an opportunity to rebuild, recharge, and reconnect, and focus on what's really important in your life. focus on what you need, focus on the people around you and what they need as well. I think it's important to hear that message and to really think about what that means and reflect. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to message me. I have a Delaware counseling page on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram as well. And I'd be happy to help. Thanks.